Internet connectivity has been severely disrupted in several countries across South Asia and West Asia due to a series of undersea cable outages in the Red Sea.
Right now, beneath the ocean, a cable just snapped. Your Netflix stops, banks freeze, stock markets crash, but deep below, someone's suiting up for the most dangerous repair job on Earth. Meet the elite crew who risk everything to keep humanity connected to deep-sea cable repair technicians nobody talks about. You think the internet is wireless, floating through satellites and clouds. Wrong. Right beneath your feet, under 3 miles of ocean water, lies 1.4 million kilometers of fiber optic cables carrying 99% of all international data. Every email, every video call, every bank transaction, all of it travels through these underwater highways. And when they break, that's where the bravest workers you've never heard of come in. Picture this. It's 2008. The Middle East loses 75% of its internet capacity overnight.
And internet connectivity has been severely disrupted in several countries across South Asia and West Asia due to a series of undersea cable outages in the Red Sea.
Egypt, India, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, all disconnected. The culprit, a ship's anchor dragged across the seafloor near Alexandria, severing 5 major cables in one swipe. Financial losses, $100 million per day. Cables break more often than you'd think. Shark bites, underwater earthquakes, fishing trawlers, even volcanic eruptions. On average, cables get damaged 200 times per year worldwide. Each break is a race against time, and someone has to go down there and fix it. The repair ships are massive, some stretch over 450 feet long, carrying thousands of tons of spare cable coiled in enormous tanks. These vessels can cost up to $50 million and stay at sea for months. But here's where it gets terrifying. The cables lie at depths where sunlight never reaches. We're talking 8,000 feet down, deeper than the Titanic's resting place. At these depths, the water pressure reaches 3,600 psi, enough to crush a car like a soda can. First, they deploy ROVs, remotely operated vehicles, armed with cameras and cutting tools. These machines, worth $5 million each, descend through pitch-black water where the temperature hovers just above freezing at 39 degrees Fahrenheit. The ROV operators work in intense concentration. One wrong move and the multi-million-dollar machine becomes another piece of ocean debris. They navigate by sonar in zero visibility, searching for a cable that's only 2 inches thick on the ocean floor covered in silt and sediment. Once located, the brutal work begins. The ROV uses hydraulic cutters to sever the damaged section. But here's the nightmare. Both ends of the cable sink deeper into the mud from their own weight. The crew must use grappling hooks, essentially giant fishing hooks, to snag these ends from the seafloor. This can take days, sometimes weeks. In 2006, an earthquake off Taiwan damaged 8 cables.
President Lai Ching-te says internet and phone connections are stable after reports that 9 undersea cables around Taiwan were damaged.
The repair took 49 days of continuous work through typhoon season. Ships battled 50-foot waves while crews worked around the clock. One wrong calculation and months of work vanishes. Now let's talk about the people, the forgotten heroes of global communication. Cable ship crews work 12-hour shifts, sometimes for months straight, hundreds of miles from any coastline. Isolated from normal life, family, and the world, they help keep connected. They're engineers, deep-sea specialists, and problem solvers rolled into one, trained to operate complex machinery, guide ROVs through crushing depths, and perform precision repairs in environments where a single error can cause massive consequences. Many have backgrounds in offshore oil rigs or military submarine operations, bringing discipline, endurance, and survival instincts into one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. The psychological toll is immense: long deployments, constant risk, physical exhaustion, and the mental weight of knowing that entire systems depend on their work. Imagine being responsible for keeping billions of people connected. Every message, every emergency call, every financial transaction, every hospital system, every government network flows through the cables they maintain. One mistake during splicing where they fuse the cable ends back together and entire countries lose communication, economies freeze, and critical services go dark. The margin for error? Zero. There is no reset button, no second chance, no room for hesitation. While the world scrolls, streams, and shares without a second thought, These crews operate in silence and pressure, holding the modern world together with precision, discipline, and sacrifice, unseen, uncelebrated, and essential to the functioning of global civilization. In 2013, a cable repair ship off the coast of Angola encountered a catastrophic failure. A winch system designed to pull up the heavy cables malfunctioned. The steel cable, under tremendous tension, snapped. The recoil was so violent it tore through the deck like a whip, injuring 3 crew members. Then there's the weather. These ships operate in some of Earth's most hostile waters: the North Atlantic, the Southern Ocean, regions where waves regularly reach 60 feet. In 2017, a repair mission in the North Sea was abandoned after a rogue wave nearly capsized the entire vessel. But perhaps the strangest danger? The bends. While the ROV operators don't dive themselves, saturation divers are sometimes deployed for shallower repairs at depths up to 1,000 feet. These divers live in pressurized chambers on the ship for weeks, slowly decompressing. Any rapid ascent would cause nitrogen bubbles in their blood, fatal within minutes. After retrieving both cable ends, sometimes pulled up from depths exceeding 2 miles, the real artistry begins. The cable splice is performed in a specialized room aboard the ship. Technicians use microscopes to align hair-thin glass fibers, each carrying terabytes of data per second. The precision required is extraordinary. We're talking about aligning fibers 125 microns in diameter, thinner than a human hair, with perfect accuracy. A single speck of dust, a microscopic misalignment, and the entire repair fails. This process takes 12 to 24 hours of non-stop, meticulous work. Without these workers, modern civilization would collapse. In 2024, when the red SEA cables were damaged,
Well, what we know is that there were 3 cables that were cut almost simultaneously on Saturday, February 24th.
Yemen lost 80% of its internet. Communication with the outside world nearly ceased. Hospitals couldn't access patient records. Businesses shut down. The repair teams mobilized within hours, racing against geopolitical tensions in dangerous waters. They worked under the threat of military conflict, knowing that every minute of downtime cost the global economy an estimated $2 million. Climate change is making their job even more dangerous. Rising ocean temperatures are increasing underwater landslides. Scientists predict cable breaks could double by 2030. More breaks mean more repairs. More repairs mean more lives at risk. Yet these warriors of the deep continue their work, largely unknown and unrecognized. Meet John Patterson, a 25-year veteran cable technician who has descended into the depths more than 300 times. For him, the ocean isn't just water, it's weight, silence, and responsibility. People don't understand, he says. When I'm guiding that ROV at 7,000 feet, I'm literally holding the internet in my hands. The pressure, not just the water pressure, but the responsibility. It never gets easier. Every movement matters. Every decision can mean the difference between global connection and digital blackout. And he's not alone. In 2022, the crew of the CS Submarine spent 71 consecutive days at sea repairing undersea cable damage caused by Hurricane Fiona. No breaks, no headlines, no recognition, just endless shifts, freezing spray, and constant risk. They fought through equipment failures, medical emergencies, and mental exhaustion, while the world above them scrolled, streamed, and shared videos without ever knowing what it took to keep those signals alive. The internet feels invisible, effortless, instant, but beneath the surface, in crushing darkness and silence, real people risk their lives to hold the world together. One cable, one repair, one mission at a time. Next time you send a text or stream a video, remember, someone risked their life in the crushing darkness of the deep ocean to make that possible. These aren't just technicians, they're the invisible guardians of our connected world, performing one of Earth's most dangerous jobs, so humanity stays online. So, what do you think? Could you handle working 8,000 feet below the ocean for months at a time? Which dangerous job should we cover next? Deep sea welders, volcano researchers, or high voltage power line workers? Drop your answers in the comments below. And if you found this story as mind-blowing as we did, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you never miss another video about the world's most dangerous jobs. Your support keeps us diving deep